If you are stuck between the Moza R9 and the Fanatec CSL DD, you are likely staring at the same number everyone stares at first, torque. The Moza sits at 9 Newton meters. The Fanatec, with the boost kit, lands at 8. On paper, that looks like the end of the conversation, but looking at peak torque numbers is the most common expense mistake in sim racing. Buying more force is rarely the answer. Usually, what you actually need makes you faster is more information. When you look past the honeymoon phase and analyze these bases as daily drivers, scrutinizing them across iRacing, ACC, and Assetto Corsa, a distinct pattern emerges. One of these bases consistently prioritizes earlier warnings and cleaner grip signals. The other often prioritizes satisfying weight, but demands a higher tuning tax to get there. Here is the breakdown of which base wins on the track, and the specific scenario where the loser of this comparison is still the better purchase. Links to the current pricing and bundles for both ecosystems are in the description. Using those helps support the channel. Let's start with the hardware philosophy, because these are two completely different approaches to industrial design. The Moza R9 is essentially a compact metal brick. It is minimal, dense, and modern. It carries an industrial equipment aesthetic that suggests durability. The form factor is a significant operational advantage. Without a large plastic housing, getting a monitor low and close simply works better with the R9. Then there is the Moza quick release. From a mechanical engineering standpoint, this is the superior connection. It is fast, positive, and offers a lockup that feels like automotive hardware rather than a gaming peripheral. The CSL DD is different. It feels less like a metal sculpture and more like a consumer electronics product. The fins and the plastic cues signal that you are buying into a standardized platform. It doesn't deliver the same instant premium tactile hit as the R9's body, but it communicates something else: compatibility. It is designed to be the hub for a massive ecosystem of shifters, brakes, and button modules. Mounting tells a similar story. While the R9 is a simple bolt-down affair, the CSL DD's T-nut rail system tends to be more adaptable across a wider variety of cockpit brackets. But mounting is just logistics. The purchase decision comes down to signal processing. When the track gets bumpy and tires overheat, you are asking the wheelbase a simple question: do I have grip right now? This is where the mental model needs to shift. Torque is volume. Detail is resolution. Confidence comes from how quickly the information is delivered. Sim racing is not won by volume, it is won by resolution. In iRacing, the difference in signal philosophy is immediate. When dialed in, the Moza R9 offers a smooth, planted sensation. In long, loaded corners, the steering builds weight in a composed way that feels premium and stable. However, the CSL DD exhibits a specific trait that analytical drivers prefer: signal clarity. It isn't about being stronger or more dramatic, it is about organization. On the Fanatec, steering load builds in a way that creates a predictable curve. When grip is about to fall off, the base tends to send a sharp early communication signal. That earlier warning is a competitive advantage. It dictates how soon a driver commits to the throttle or how aggressively they attack a curb. The Fanatec signal processing prioritizes this telemetry data over simply generating heavy resistance. In Assetto Corsa Competizione, this gap widens further. A CC depends entirely on front-end feel. You are constantly managing the boundary between the front is biting and the front is scrubbing. This is where the CSL DD operates as a set-and-forget tool. The front tire story is delivered with minimal oscillation and less requirement for user tuning. The micro signals, understeer, scrub, and tire slip, come through naturally. The Moza R9 is fully capable of feeling excellent in ACC, but it often requires a tuning dance. Getting the R9 to match the CSL DD's clarity usually involves adjusting base settings, in-game gain, and equalizers. If you enjoy tinkering, that is acceptable. But if you play multiple sims, that tuning cost is paid every time you switch titles or cars. Assetto Corsa acts as the wild card. Because mod quality varies wildly, the hardware needs to be adaptable. Here, the CSL DD leans toward consistency, masking the quality swings between different car mods. The Moza allows for higher peaks, feeling incredible with the right car and settings, but again, it asks for more attention to achieve that result. The pattern is obvious. The Moza R9 delivers a solid, weighty, mechanical driving experience. The CSL DD delivers a cleaner translation of the telemetry. For lap time, translation matters more than weight. Beyond the force feedback, two other factors decide the long-term value of the purchase. First, the console pathway. This is black and white. Ideally, the R9 is a PC-centric wheelbase. While workarounds exist, native support is not its strength. Fanatec offers a direct official route to console racing. Xbox compatibility is handled through the wheel rim. PlayStation compatibility is handled through specific bases like the GTDD Pro. If resale value or console flexibility matters to you, the Fanatec ecosystem is objectively superior. Second, the software experience. Moza's Pit House is approachable, modern, and snappy. It is excellent for users who want a visual, easy-to-understand interface. Fanatec's driver suite is denser. It feels like a legacy platform with layers of options. However, once configured, it is remarkably stable. So here's the verdict. If you bounce between iRacing, ACC, and AC, and your priority is a base that consistently interprets force feedback into actionable driving decisions with zero friction, the Fanatec CSL DD is the logical winner. It is not about the missing 1 Newton meter, it is about the communication speed. However, there is a specific driver profile that should buy the Moza R9. If you are strictly on PC, you prioritize a compact aesthetic for a tight rig, and crucially, you actually enjoy the process of fine-tuning FFB settings to chase a specific feeling, the R9 is a fantastic piece of kit. From a pure hardware construction standpoint, it feels more expensive than the Fanatec. But for the majority of drivers who want to launch the sim and immediately trust the data coming through their hands, the CSL DD remains the smarter buy. Check the links in the description for current bundle pricing. And for more independent analysis that ignores the spec sheet marketing, make sure you are subscribed.